Hey, welcome back to another false proxy session. Hope you stick around. Today we'll be taking a look at Strangers, a 2008 American horror film written and directed by Bryan Bertino. You may have seen other films, the most recent film called Monster. The film stars Liv Tyler and Scott Speedman. The film starts with the disclaimer stating the film was taken from actual events and an FBI statistic of violent crime. Then the film cuts to a call to the police from two kids who discovered a bloody crime scene.
Okay, can you tell me what street you're on?
I don't know where we are.
Jordan, who are you with?
We went in the house. We found people.
You found who, Jordan? Who did you find?
There's blood on the walls. Help us.
Jordan,
Help
calm
us.
down.
It's everywhere.
Jordan, what happened?
There's blood everywhere.
The movie continues with the couple James and Kristen ending their journey at a childhood home of the protagonist James. The couple is seen and perceived through flashbacks, kind of filled of romantic gestures and a marriage proposal gone wrong. After slight awkwardness, the couple begins to settle in. They are disrupted by a knock at the front door of an unseen or poorly lit woman looking for a friend named Tamara.
Is Tamara here?
No, you got the wrong house.
You sure?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
See you later. That was weird.
Yeah.
Not much is thought of this, and James begins to make a fire for the night and decides to go out and buy some cigarettes for the evening. As he's out, she decides to try on the ring, and it gets stuck on her finger. The fire begins to smolder, and the fire detector is set off and is knocked off the ceiling. There's another knock at the door, and it's the same girl from earlier asking the same thing.
Is Tamara home?
You already came by here.
Are you sure?
She is unfazed by this and decides to phone James, but her cell phone needs to be charged, and she decides to use a landline phone to call, but the phone call is cut short.
How far away are you? Okay. Will you just stay on the phone with me? James?
And then she notices that the detector is face up now. And she hears a strange scraping at the front door, and the door slides open just a tad. The wind chimes at the back door. She grabs a knife and approaches the back door, only to see and be confronted by a masked man, the rag-faced man, if you will. She runs upstairs until James finds her obviously distraught. James grabs the knife from her and decides to look outside, only to find his car trashed. They decide to hold up in the upstairs bedroom with the shotgun until a friend arrives and is shot accidentally. They eventually split up and are ultimately hunted down and tied up. Both James and Christian asked, "Why are you doing this?" The masked girl simply says, "Because you're home." They are both stabbed repeatedly by the three masked home invaders. They are seen driving down the road, and the girl picks up a pamphlet from the two kids from the beginning of the movie. Okay, that marks the end of it. I'll start with my dislikes this time. The movie did fall into a bit of a horror movie trope pitfall. At the beginning, when Liv Tyler is being stalked by the pursuer, I kept on thinking of the certain movie. You know what I'm talking about. Scary Movie. You know which scene. And as far as likes, it's a straight and simple home invasion film, and the movie is great at building tension and suspense. Another thing is it's based off actual events, tragic events, like the events of the Shannon Tate Manson murders. This makes the movie all too real and chilling. I didn't realize this going into the film, so that I could make an unbiased opinion about the film. Once again, the movie is great at building tension and suspense, which is why I recommend it for a quick viewing. And, well, I plan to keep things rolling, keep this channel rolling, so keep watching. Bye. Shit.